Thank you. Good evening. Clara, put your book away and say good evening.
Oh, sorry, but it's such a terrible book.
Well, we won't ask you why you're reading it.
I wouldn't. It's just that it's got rather a nice ending. Everybody marries everybody else, except the crooked estate agent, who falls out of a plane over Huddersfield and doesn't marry anybody at all.
Must have damaged his prospects.
I should say so. He didn't know a soul in Huddersfield.
She only ever reads the ends of books.
Well, it's not so silly, you see. If the ending's sad, then I don't bother with the rest. I knew this would happen. I specially wanted you to tell a story I remembered, and now I've forgotten which one it was.
Ah. Well, let's try and narrow the field a bit, shall we? What was it, the one about the Irish priest and the cake of soap?
That's got hardly anything at all to do with getting engaged.
Well, it must be the one about the Scottish trawler captain and the new second mate.
Yes. How did you guess?
Because it's got nothing to do with people getting engaged.
I better block my ears.
Now, hang on. This is supposed to be a funny story.
Yes, I know, but I don't want to hear the end in case I don't laugh.
When it comes to escapism, you make Houdini look like a beginner.
Yes.
You comfortable?
8:30.
It's all right, she can't hear. This is one of your favourite stories, isn't it? Yes. So I'll apologise in advance. Apparently, there was this Scottish trawler captain who was looking for a new second mate. And
I can hear the sea.
After extensive interviews, he found a likely-looking young man with the best references he'd ever seen. So he took
I thought Houdinis were those small Japanese bicycles.
He took this young man on, but the first mate was a jealous old boy, and he thought the young man was out for his job, you see. Now, he did I didn't know I was telling the musical version. He did very well, and the captain thought the world of him until one day he was scrubbing the decks, and a great wave washed him overboard and he was lost.
Are they enjoying it?
Against all the odds, yeah. So he was washed overboard, whereupon the first mate rushed gleefully up to the captain, and he said, Captain, do you ken young man from Dunfermline with the brae references? I said the captain, I do. Well, said the first mate, he's away with your bucket. I did warn you. Yes? Now, what was the connection?
Sorry? It's just that I like the story, that's all.
No, you said it had something to do with people getting married.
Oh, don't be silly. It's got nothing at all to do with people getting married. It just reminds me of when we were first engaged. You first told it to me then.
Ah, yes. Yes, it was when we were in your sitting room and just before I met your father.
No, it was just before you met my father, when we were in the sitting room.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
You get in an awful muddle. You know, you really didn't have to get dressed up like someone who's just received a tragic telegram.
If you're going to do these things, Clara, you might as well do them properly. I'm sure your father wouldn't think much if I turned up in my everyday clothes on the morning I was going to ask for the hand of his only daughter.
I know, but my father would actually prefer it if we eloped. He absolutely hates weddings. They bring on his allegory. Heavens, I was at school with that girl. She looked just like a horse then as well.
Oh, that's quite enough. I think I'll just stand up and jump up and down a bit.
Oh, you're not cross, are you?
No, I just want to get the creases out the back of my trousers.
You really mustn't worry about that. My father's the most creased-up person you're likely to meet.
Oh, well, in that case, I won't bother. I don't want to decrease my chances.
Sorry? Oh, you must tell my father that. He absolutely loves bad jokes.
Yes, I remember that. I've got some lined up that would embarrass the inside of a Christmas cracker.
Ooh. Daddy always says the older the joke, the better. Listen, I don't know why you're getting in such a 2 and 6. The only trouble you have with my father is actually finding him. He's one of those terribly difficult people to make out. He's always merging into things. It's a habit he developed during the war.
What about your mother? Is she merging?
Oh, no, she's in the country weeding the battlements. Ah. Oh, and talking of that, knowing you know who, I think it's better if you put your signet ring on that finger.
Who's you know who?
Shh! No, honestly, if that's him, it's much better if I'm not here. Will you be all right?
Yes, I'll muddle through.
You'll do better than that.
Thanks.
Oh. There's nothing you can't do. Just watch your P's and Q's with you-know-who. He's in a frightful bake because of the boiler bursting.
No, I'm beginning to get a bit lost now. I think I'll just do my actor's breathing exercises.
No, look. You-know-who's the butler and he's royal.
Your father's noble and the butler's royal?
No, Royal, that's his name.
Ah.
Actually, he's not a butler as such. Daddy found him hanging from a parachute in a tree in Scotland, and he's been with us ever since.
What you call landing in a good situation.
Oh, super! You must tell my father that one. No, actually, my mother and my aunt made some cami knickers out of the parachute. They were jolly successful, as a matter of fact. Now, look, I really better be going, because since we're both here, it's obviously much better if I'm not. You'll be terrific. Are you all right?
Yes, it's just the breathing exercises. Help with the nerves, see?
That's rather nice. Daddy?
Damn boiler. Drop in temperature could kill these fellas off, you know. Hope they send somebody a bit more competent next time. Last fellow kept getting his plat caught in the thermostat.
Yes, and Daddy, look, you won't be too grunty with him, will you? He's terribly nervous.
Lord, no, sir. As long as he knows his job, we'll soon get things sorted out. Foreign, eh? The old chap for the boiler.
Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, sit down, sir. Get you a drink.
Ah, then you must be the...
General Factotum.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, hang on to the kangaroo for me, will you? There's a good chap.
All right. They make you earn your money then, round here?
Never stops. What's your fancy, sir?
Oh, thank you. I'll have medium dry sherry.
Oh, wouldn't if I were you. Last person who drank sherry in this house left on a stretcher. Have a whiskey, sir.
All right, a small whiskey would be fine.
No such thing as a small whiskey. There we are, sir.
Thank you. Would you say Mr. Danby is here?
I don't know the fellow, is he?
Sorry, no. Would you say I'm here?
Oh, yes, you're here, all right. Poor old kangaroo. Doesn't like it at all when it gets below 70. Think you ought to know, though, if it's any help, Lady B thinks it's a stopcock.
Does she? Would you mind?
Oh, thanks, old chap.
Look, sorry, I've got to watch the old whistle and flute.
Oh, couldn't be the old whistle and flute, eh? Odd that. She swore blind it was the stopcock. Dear.
Sorry, look, would you mind saying Mr. Danby's here?
No, not at all. Mr. Danby's here. And you just keep chatting to the kangaroo, eh?
Everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine. Yes, apart from a nasty rumour that the kangaroo's a stopcock, everything...
I'm keeping my thingies crossed.
I might as well get in a quick run through. My lord. No. Your lordship. Garbage. Sir. That's it. Sir. As Voltaire once remarked, marriage is the only adventure open to the cowardly. Fortunately, I am made of sterner stuff, as the actress said to the bishop. Pause for laughter. Ha, 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 ha. Which reminds me of the actor in The Piece of Steak. Actor in The Piece of Steak, story, more laughter, woof, woof, woof. Now, some people think, as Ogden Nash once wrote that marriage is an alliance between two people, one of whom never forgets birthdays and the other only remembers them. It's not bad, yes.
Ah, that's the stuff to give the troops. They like a bit of chatter, you know. Keep an eye on the old stag for me, will you? Got to go and rescue my mother-in-law's tongue.
Yeah. Sorry. So, look, have you said Mr. Danby's here?
Good Lord, yes. Getting quite good at it now.
Excuse me.
Oh, no, look here. There's no need to go down on your knees. Everything all right?
Oh, yes, they're just getting a straitjacket to fit me.
Why, what's wrong with your suit?
Shh.
Cavey.
Hello. Morning. Morning, sir. Sorry to hear about the trouble. Hear you've been having a bit of trouble with the old boiler, as the bishop said to the actress. Anyway, Danby, sir. Charles Danby. And I'm sure you know who you are. Anyway, no point in beating about the bush. Beating about the bush. So. Sorry, no, look, this really is quite important. Now, as Voltaire once said, marriage is the only adventure open to the cowardly, but fortunately I am made of sterner stuff, as the bishop said to the actress. Which reminds me of the story about the actor who was given a piece of steak during the war by an admirer, you see. So he said to his landlady, look, he said, would you soak this in lukewarm water overnight, put it in the oven for about an hour, and then cover it with fat until it's really black? Righto, said the landlady, I'll do just that. Yes, said the actor, I thought you bloody well would. Anyway, such is not my intention with Clara. And, of course, as somebody said to somebody, marriage is a convenience. No, is a contrivance between two or more people, both of whom forget everything, just like me. But I hasten to add that this would not be the case with Clara.
You, Mr. Danby, are present to ask for the hand in marriage of the daughter of this house, huh?
No, I'm just here to mend the boiler. I can't think how it happened. I must have panicked. I forgot everything I rehearsed. I told him I was the plumber.
Really? That's not the sort of joke he likes, actually. Listen, why don't you ask him about his goosefoot? He'll really appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I'm not too genned up on orthopaedic funnies.
Oh, it's not him you've got to worry about. It's old you-know-who who's the fly in the face cream. He's the one you've got to get past.
It's who you keep saying. As far as I'm concerned, I think it's rather jolly.
Heavens. Well, anyway, I better go now. I've got to go and help with the plants. Just remember, jokes, plants, and bon voyage.
Sergeant. As the bishop said to the actress. Yes, well, you probably know its habits better than anybody. It's been doing that all day as the... Sorry to hear about the foot. Goose foot. Nasty business. Hope you've been to see the quack. Listen, I must tell you the one about the fellow who walks into this bar, you see. He walks into the bar with this aspidestra. And he said to the barman, have you heard it? Have you? He said to the barman, who's a bit of a keen gardener, by the way, he said, excuse me, do you serve plants? You see? And the barman said yes, so this man, who's also a horticulturalist, said, fine, I'll have a large azalea and a sarsaparilla for my friend. You've probably heard it, yeah. Very popular around the gardening centres, that one.
Sure. Now, if you will follow me, I will show you where the boiler is.
Everything all right?
Oh, yes, he's going to show me where the boiler is now.
Heavens, if you're in that thick, I should leap at the opportunity. It's not everyone who's given a guided tour of the central heating.
Yes. Look, I better go and straighten him out. Excuse me. Sorry. Right.
Daddy?
Eh? What? Where?
No.
Oh.
Look, Daddy, CD's waiting for you to show him the boiler.
Oh, gone to fix it then, has he? Jolly good.
Look, Daddy, he's not a plumber. I wish you'd come back into orbit sometimes.
Eh?
He wants to marry me.
Oh, jolly good. Wants to repot you, eh? Well, as long as he mends the boiler, why not, eh? Why not?
Oh, hello, sir. Look, there's certainly been a bit of confusion somewhere along the line. You see, a few crossed wires. That's what the trouble is, you see. They are not really my line. See, I'm not really dressed for it either, am I? Well, I have a look. Well, I don't mind having a look. That's what you really want. Shoes. Not too deep, is it? Huh? Yes. Very nice. Very nice. They don't make them like that anymore, do they? I mean, they really don't make them like... No. Ah. Bit of a leak. That seems to be the trouble. It's probably what's causing all this water, you see. Usually the case with leaks. But it is a very nice boiler. Very nice. I mean, you know, it's almost an antique, that, isn't it? Wouldn't you say? It's about... However, I think I ought to explain here that they're not really my line, you see. Been a few crossed wires. That's probably what's causing all this confusion.
Cross wires, eh?
Yeah.
What do we need then, an electrician?
No, I don't think you need an electrician. See, the thing is, whatever I may have said, you know, in the past, heat of the moment, nerves and all that, I'm not a plumber. I know nothing at all about plumbing. Yeah. Yes, I know. I'm sorry, sir. I know you're a very busy man. I should have mentioned it earlier. But the reason why I'm here, you see, what I want is to ask for your approval of my intention to marry your daughter. Or not, as the case may be.
Poor old kangaroo. You don't like the cold, do you?
Clara, I give up. I concede. We will elope. You always said your father would prefer it, so put a ladder up outside your bedroom window and I'll call for you after the show.
Oh, do have one last try.
We're not making any progress. He won't even admit to having a wife, let alone a daughter.
Well, that's typical, you see. He once enrolled for an Improve Your Memory course and forgot to go.
Again?
I've got to go. I've just remembered I've forgotten to tell Royal how many to lay lunch for. Have one last bash.
Damn business.
Look, Miss Burrell's looking for you.
Temperature's dropping. Must be down to 58 in there. Playing hell with my goosefoot.
You've got it as well, have you?
Only just got it, mind you. It's been nothing but trouble.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Is it catching?
Don't know. Never thrown anything at it.
Perhaps you can help me before I go clean round the bend.
Ah, that's the trouble, is it? Not the stopcock, huh?
Once and for all, I am not the plumber. Repeat, not the plumber.
Not the plumber. Likely to say Mr. Danby's here again?
Mr. Danby, not the plumber. Me, Mr. Danby. You, Kimasabi.
Ah.
I am here to marry daughter.
Ah, white man speak with forked tongue, eh? No, some jolly good jokes, this chap.
There you are. I told you to be like falling off a tree. But you do have to make such a fuss about everything.
The plumber is here.
Oh, don't start all that
The
again.
plumber.
Morning, all.
Here you are. Here's your plumber.
Of course I'm the plumber. Who were you expecting, Captain Marvel? What's the trouble then, your lordship? Bit more aggravation with that dodgy old run-off?
Now, look, it's not the runoff, it's the stopcock. And that's not his lordship, that's the butler.
It's all right. I know my way around.
What's that he said?
He said it's the runoff, Daddy.
Ah.
No, that's not your daddy. That's your daddy? And that's the butler. And that's the plumber. Now, have you got that?
Ah, that's the ticket. But before we get down to the stopcock, old chap, want a word with you. What's all this I hear about you wanting to marry my daughter?
I'm sure my father still thinks you're a plumber.
No, I think I sorted that one out pretty well. And he gave me his consent with only one proviso.
What was that?
I brought my own ladder.
I told you he was very pro-elopement. It's ever since he first eloped with my mother. They got all the way to Scotland when he remembered he'd forgotten to leave the boiler on for his goosefoot, and they had to dash all the way back again. It was an awful shame, really. Having to dash back like that completely ruined that year's elopement.
So hang on. That year's elopement?
Oh, yes, they elope every year. My mother can't stand going on holidays.
I see. So every year, your father puts a ladder underneath her bedroom window and off they fly to Scotland.
Oh, no, they usually put the car on the train.
Time to go home, Clara. Say good night.
Good night. I think I had a book somewhere.
It's all right, Clara. I've got the book.
Ah, yes. You can borrow it if you like. It's a thriller. You like thrillers, don't you?
All right. Thank you very much, Clara. If you've finished with it.
Yes. I've read the end. Whatever you do, don't do that.
I won't do that, Clara. Don't worry. Say good night.
It's so corny, honestly. The butler did it.